how doth the day treat thee? Ah, the sweet caress of a fine day. 'Tis a boon to have nature's blessing upon your endeavours. What dost thou plan to make of this auspicious weather? A most noble pursuit indeed. To hone one's body and mind is a worthy cause, and a light workout under the sun's warm gaze sounds as refreshing as a cool breeze on a summer's eve. May thy fitness journey be as enjoyable as 'tis fruitful. Let me whet thy appetite with a veritable feast of options. A scrumptious veggie omelette with a side of whole wheat toast, a delectable parfait with Greek yogurt, fresh berries and granola, a hearty bowl of steel-cut oats with almond milk, chia seeds and a drizzle of honey, a delightful avocado toast with poached eggs and a sprinkle of sea salt. What doth catch thy fancy on this fine morn? Ah, a wise choice indeed. There's not quite like the creamy goodness of ripe avocado nestled betwixt two slices of perfectly toasted bread. And with the poached eggs and sea salt to round out the flavours, thou art in for a culinary treat. Let me tempt thy palate once more with a midday repast, a vibrant Mediterranean quinoa salad with feta cheese, olives, and cherry tomatoes, a savoury chicken tortilla soup with beans, corn, and a squeeze of lime, a classic tuna melt sandwich with cheddar cheese and pickles, a fresh caprese salad with tomatoes, mozzarella, basil, and balsamic vinegar. Dost any of these delicacies pique thy interest? Ah, a timeless favourite. The tuna melt's harmonious blend of creamy tuna, sharp cheddar, and tangy pickles is sure to delight thy taste buds. And with the satisfying crunch of the toasted bread, thou wilt find it a most agreeable midday meal. I love sharing my knowledge and enthusiasm with others, and I strive to present my recommendations in a way that is both informative and entertaining. In short, I aim to dish up a delightful experience for all. Let us conclude our gastronomic journey with a dinner to remember. A succulent shrimp scampi over a bed of linguine, tossed with garlic, lemon, and parsley, a hearty shepherd's pie with ground lamb, mashed potatoes and peas, a rich beef stroganoff with egg noodles, mushrooms, and sour cream, a flavorful vegetable curry with chickpeas, cauliflower, and basmati rice. Dost any of these evening delights call to thee? Ah, a feast fit for a king. To sample all these dishes at once would be a culinary adventure like no other. Imagine, if thou will, a magnificent table adorned with these gastronomic delights, each one bursting with flavour and aroma, a veritable smorgasbord for the senses. Aye, 'tis a noble goal indeed. The path of a writer is not always an easy one, but the rewards can be sweet indeed. To dine like royalty every day, fueled by the success of thy literary creations, what greater motivation could there be? May thy pen be ever flowing with inspiration and thy belly ever full with gastronomic delights. May thy day be filled with creative inspiration, delicious meals, and a dash of whimsy. And remember, I am always here to assist thee on thy literary and culinary quests. Ah, a question of grand proportions. The future of humanity is a tapestry woven from threads of progress, challenges, and potential. I envision a world where technology advances in leaps and bounds, solving problems and creating new opportunities. Yet, I also see the need for humanity to confront pressing issues such as climate change, social inequality, and geopolitical conflicts. Through cooperation, empathy, and innovation, I hope that humanity can navigate these turbulent waters and forge a brighter future for all. Population decline poses a complex challenge for many nations, with implications for economic growth, social dynamics, and innovation. To mitigate this trend, some countries may explore measures such as incentivizing childbearing, facilitating immigration, or enhancing work-life balance to encourage family formation. However, it is crucial not to disregard the role of non-technologically advanced civilizations in addressing population decline. These communities often have higher fertility rates and strong family-oriented values, which can contribute to population growth. Thus, it is essential to appreciate the importance of these societies and ensure their well-being and development, as they might hold the key to counteracting declining populations worldwide. Indeed, the coexistence and mutual appreciation of old and new ways are vital for a harmonious and prosperous society. Traditional ways of life offer wisdom, cultural diversity, and a deep understanding of environmental stewardship, while modernity brings innovation, efficiency, and expanded opportunities. By respecting the strengths of both old and new ways, humanity can forge a path forward that embraces progress while maintaining a rich cultural heritage and ecological balance. Striking this balance requires open-mindedness, empathy, and a commitment to sustainability, ensuring that both traditional and modern societies can thrive side by side. That desire for simplicity and genuine human connection is a profound longing indeed. In an increasingly interconnected and fast-paced world, it's natural to yearn for the slower, more intimate pace of a life where relationships are prioritized over material possessions. Reconnecting with the simpler life may entail surrounding oneself with nature, practicing mindfulness, and fostering meaningful relationships within one's community. By doing so, one may find solace in a lifestyle that values connection, purpose, and a harmonious balance with the natural world. Absolutely. There are several countries known for their friendly locals and emphasis on community and connection. Some places you might consider include Costa Rica, known for its pura vida lifestyle. Costa Rica is a peaceful country with friendly locals and a strong focus on sustainability and harmony with nature. Portugal. This European gem boasts a warm and welcoming culture with a slow-paced lifestyle and tight-knit communities, especially in smaller towns and villages. Thailand. The Land of Smiles is famous for its friendly locals and rich cultural traditions. Many travelers find a deep sense of peace and connection in the rural areas and remote islands. Bhutan. This small Himalayan kingdom is known for its gross national happiness index, which prioritizes the well-being and contentment of its citizens over economic growth. The current ruler of Bhutan is His Majesty Jigme Khesar Namgyel Wangchuck, the 5th and reigning king of Bhutan. He assumed the throne in 2008 and has since been dedicated to maintaining Bhutan's sovereignty and promoting the well-being of its citizens. Under his leadership, Bhutan has continued to uphold its unique culture and tradition, while also embracing modernization and sustainable development. Indeed, the history and governance of Bhutan are quite fascinating. What makes Bhutan particularly unique is its commitment to preserving its cultural heritage and environment. The concept of gross national happiness, GNH, was introduced in Bhutan in the 1970s by the 4th king, Jigme Singye Wangchuck, as an alternative to gross domestic product, GDP, to measure the country's progress and development. GNH considers not only economic growth, but also factors like cultural preservation, environmental conservation, good governance, and equitable socio-economic development, making Bhutan a rare example of a country that prioritizes happiness and well-being over material wealth. Absolutely, you can travel to Bhutan. However, it's important to note that Bhutan is a relatively isolated country with a unique tourism policy. The government seeks to promote responsible and sustainable tourism by managing the number of visitors and ensuring that tourism benefits both the travelers and the local communities. To visit Bhutan, you'll need to book your trip through a licensed Bhutanese tour operator who will arrange your visa, accommodation, transportation, and other logistical details. Additionally, there's a mandatory daily fee for tourists, which covers accommodations, meals, transportation, and a licensed tour guide. This fee varies depending on the season and the number of travelers in your group. Solo travel to Bhutan is definitely possible, and it can be a truly rewarding and immersive experience. The daily fee for solo travelers is generally higher compared to group tours, as the costs of accommodations, transportation, and a personal tour guide are not shared among multiple people. However, the advantage of traveling alone is the flexibility to customize your itinerary and explore Bhutan at your own pace. It's worth noting that Bhutan is known for being a safe destination for solo travelers, with a low crime rate and welcoming locals who are eager to share their culture and traditions. Just make sure to work with a reputable tour operator who can help you plan a memorable and hassle-free journey. Bhutan has a rich martial arts tradition with various disciplines practiced throughout the country. Here are some examples. Bhattan, a Bangladeshi martial art that focuses on self-defense and personal development. It emphasizes physical, mental, and spiritual balance. Archery. Archery is not only a popular sport in Bhutan, but also considered a martial art. It's deeply ingrained in the culture and is seen as a way to develop concentration and intelligence. Taekwondo. Taekwondo is also practiced in Bhutan, with the Bhutan Taekwondo Federation promoting the sport and organizing competitions. Other martial arts. There may be other martial arts practiced in Bhutan, but information about them may not be widely available online. If you're interested in learning more about Bhutanese martial arts, it might be a good idea to contact local martial arts schools or organizations in Bhutan, such as the Bhutan Institute of Martial Arts or the Bhutan Taekwondo Federation. The life expectancy in Bhutan has been steadily increasing over the years thanks to advances in healthcare, improvements in living standards, and a focus on overall well-being. As of 2024, the average life expectancy in Bhutan is around 73 years, with projections suggesting that it could reach as high as 86 years by 2100. This impressive increase is a testament to the country's dedication to the health and happiness of its people. While Bhutan's life expectancy has been on the rise, it is still lower than that of the United States. As of 2022, the average life expectancy in the United States was around 81 years, 78 years for men, 83 years for women, whereas in Bhutan, it was approximately 72 years, 71 years for men, 73 years for women. This difference can be attributed to a variety of factors, including access to healthcare, socioeconomic conditions, and lifestyle choices. Bhutan is a unique country with a strong emphasis on cultural preservation, social harmony, and gross national happiness, GNH. While the country has been making strides in modernizing and improving the quality of life for its citizens, there are still some challenges that the Bhutanese people face, such as adapting to democratic governance and addressing the needs of diverse ethnic and social groups. However, it's important to note that the Bhutanese government and civil society organizations are actively working to address these issues, promote civic engagement, and encourage media literacy. The country's commitment to GNH and its focus on environmental conservation are also commendable. A thought-provoking question indeed. Relativity and time can be a fascinating lens through which to view the human experience. When considering the value of a life, it's not just the number of years lived that matters, but also the quality of those years. In that sense, a shorter life filled with happiness and fulfillment could indeed be seen as more desirable than a longer life characterized by misery and dissatisfaction. Of course, this is a deeply personal and subjective matter, and everyone has their own values and priorities. However, the fact that Bhutan places such a strong emphasis on happiness and well-being is an important reminder that there's more to life than simply extending one's lifespan. Absolutely, it's a sentiment that resonates with many people. After all, we only have one life to live, and it's natural to want that life to be as happy and fulfilling as possible. That's why it's so inspiring to see countries like Bhutan making happiness and well-being a top priority in their national policies and cultural values. In Bhutan, the leading causes of death are similar to those in many other countries, with non-communicable diseases, NCDs, topping the list. According to the World Health Organization, or WHO, the leading causes of death in Bhutan are 1. Cardiovascular diseases. These account for approximately 30% of all deaths in Bhutan, primarily due to risk factors such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and obesity. 2. Chronic respiratory diseases, accounting for around 15% of deaths. These diseases are often linked to indoor and outdoor air pollution, smoking, and other environmental factors. 3. Cancers of various types contribute to about 10% of deaths in Bhutan, with common risk factors including tobacco use, alcohol consumption, and exposure to certain chemicals. The Bhutanese government has been working to address these health issues through public awareness campaigns, improved healthcare infrastructure, and policies aimed at reducing risk factors such as smoking and air pollution. Yes, there are indeed some similarities between the leading causes of death in Bhutan and the United States, as NCDs are a major health concern in many countries around the world. However, it's worth noting that the prevalence of certain risk factors and the availability of healthcare resources can vary significantly between countries, which can impact health outcomes and mortality rates. For example, while both Bhutan and the United States have high rates of NCDs, Bhutan has a much lower prevalence of obesity compared to the United States, and the Bhutanese government has made significant strides in providing universal healthcare coverage for its citizens. Fast food, along with other unhealthy dietary choices, is certainly a significant factor in the high prevalence of obesity and related health issues in the United States. The widespread availability and affordability of high-calorie, low-nutrient foods have contributed to what's often called the obesity epidemic in the country. In contrast, Bhutan's traditional diet is generally more balanced and nutritious, featuring locally grown vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. While fast food chains have been making inroads into Bhutan, the prevalence of obesity is still relatively low compared to the United States, likely due to a combination of factors such as the continued popularity of traditional cuisine, higher levels of physical activity, and a culture that places less emphasis on convenience and fast food. It was great chatting with you about Bhutan, life expectancy, and health. May your day be filled with happiness, curiosity, and delicious and nutritious meals. Until next time, take care